river, it flows by itself.
Ooh.
So many people are pushing the river, or they're trying to go upstream, and they're not surrendering to the dating experience, which is allowing yourself to be in the flow, to follow what feels good, to not obsess, to not catastrophize, but allowing it to unfold. And what I also love about surrender is it's this deep trust of knowing that that relationship that you desire, that it is available to you.
Yeah.
That you're on the path to it. The river is leading there. Your journey is there, and it is available. And surrendering that it's going to come to you. Yeah.
That's an intense comment, but not incorrect. You're risking heartbreak. Yes, I think that could be true. What would you say to that comment?
Yeah, that's also part of like real surrender and being in that acceptance and flow is realizing that in connection, that there's always a chance that a relationship is not going to work out, but trusting that there's still valuable lessons, there's experiences that we're meant to have, there's things that come from that relationship, right? That were meant for your path.
Yeah.
So accepting that each connection can be a valuable experience, and you can gain lessons from it. And you could have an amazing relationship for 15 years with someone, and then it doesn't work out. Like, we ultimately have no control. So you really have to surrender and really just appreciate that present, be in the present moment, appreciate the connection for what it is today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Again, those coming in, welcome. It is the return of Love Quest. This is Dr. Morgan. She's a clinical psychologist, a relationship coach. She has a top podcast on dating. Some of the greatest episodes are on there. And yeah, I'll let you.
You're so sweet. You're the best hype man. I missed having you as my hype man. So.
Oh, you're the truth. You're the absolute truth. Before we even started doing this show, I tell the story. I was like listening to your podcast, and I was talking about the avoidant man, and I didn't know what the avoidant man is. And I'm walking, and it's like, are you the type who never commits? I'm like, all right. So it's like, do you believe in the one? I'm like, yeah. It's like, have you thought things will just happen for you? I'm like, yeah. It's like, you're the avoidant man. I was like, oh my God. It literally called out my whole life, and I was like, okay. That is, it paused. I always tell you this is true. So it paused me in my tracks. I'm like, oh my gosh. And it allowed me to light bulb moment. So ever since then, I'm like, all right, you know what you're talking about.
Well, thank you, Blakey. I'm so glad that the universe connected us in such a wild way. It's probably, it's been a while now, and I'm so grateful for that. So.
Yeah, she is a real doctor. And here's the thing. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask it. At some point, I do want to show off Multi-Box to Dr. Morgan. So, if you are brave enough. In the past, we'd have to like kick her out of the box, which broke my heart. But now we have Multi-Box. So, she can stay the whole time. So, if you guys have questions, let us know.
I wanted to ask, if you're cool with it, Blake, I wanted to ask everybody about the dating apps. Are you all using the dating apps? Like, drop a 1 in the chat if you want us to talk about dating apps and how to use them successfully.
Hazy, Kim, drummer. Nope. Andres, my shy guy. Okay.
Okay.
Mistress thinking.
I think there's some interest in this. Love it.
Okay. So, people are using those apps.
Okay. Blake, do you remember when Bumble actually had me on to do the training on dating apps and how to use the dating apps? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was so proud. Yeah. I was pumped. Yeah. But
Yeah. So here's the deal. I've used dating apps. I've coached people on dating apps. I know about all the different apps. And what I want people to know is that it's a tool, that you get to use it. You never want to feel like it's taking over your life or it's causing you anxiety. It's a tool, and it's all about knowing how to use the apps. So I want to just give people some tips on that.
Ooh, okay. You are walking in. If you're just walking in, perfect timing. Dr. Morgan is giving you the tips on how to successfully use the dating apps.
Yay, let's do it. Okay, so number one, you have to be in the right energy and the right mindset.
Yep.
So this can't be like late at night, you're watching Netflix, you got your glass of wine and your spicy Cheetos, and then you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna swipe, right? So you don't want to be in that energy. So when you're on the apps, you really actually want to be in a place of, I'm excited about dating, I am aware of what I want, I'm tuned into my values, whatever kind of music gets you in the mood. Blake, what would you play?
I probably would play like Mario, Let Me Love You or something.
Ooh.
You know,
drop your hype up song in the comment. I want to hear what it is.
So you're saying to actually have some music that you enjoy, like set the vibe while you're on the dating app. That's actually a good idea.
So yeah, so like get in the whole point of this is get in the right energy, get in the right dating mindset. So that you can show up on the apps, and the people that you're connecting with, you're intentionally connecting. You're not just like, oh, swipe, 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 you know?
Yep.
You want to be intentionally connecting. You want to be in that good place. Okay. And it should be fun. I know it can be easy to be on for hours and just like mindlessly swipe, but it should be fun.
That's awesome advice.
Okay. Blake, do you remember when I talked to you about this? Did you feel a difference in how you use the dating apps?
Yeah, I mean, that was a vulnerable episode we talked about a while ago, that it was like I was going to the apps, and before I even started to swipe, I was like, this is just not fun. Yeah, again, since the world's been opening up, I haven't been on them as much, but I also think like I haven't had the right game plan. So like, that's why I'm like digging what you just said.
Yeah. Yeah. And Blake was super vulnerable with me. I think I can share this, but he actually sent me a screen recording of how he would go through the apps. And it was like lightning, y'all. It was like, so it was not intentional. Like he's not like relaxed in it, giving yourself time. So it should be enjoyable. And honestly, like 20, 30, it doesn't need to be a full hour. It doesn't need to be 2 hours. Like make sure you have the energy as you're doing it. Okay. All right. And Blake, thank you for that vulnerable share.
No worries.
Okay, so yeah, be in the right energy, be in the right mindset, make it fun, play some music, etc. And then here's the next thing. People make this mistake so much. So I want to talk about this. Don't start building the relationship on the app. Okay? Think about the app as like the opportunity creation. Like you're given the opportunity. And it doesn't mean anything really until it's in person. Like you have here's what you want. You want the opportunity, you want a screening process with app conversation.
Yeah.
But then go get that coffee. I always say the first date needs to be less than an hour. A coffee date, a walk around the park. Don't involve alcohol. But go have that first date with somebody. So, and then build a relationship off the app. Too many people, they will go like weeks and months and they'll have the back and forth conversation and they'll build this connection on the app, or it'll just like fizzle out, fall off. As soon as you have the opportunity and you've done the screening and you want to meet the person, go on the coffee date.
Bonus. Sorry, that's a cool thing.
Look at that.
No, I love that a lot. So tip number 2 is don't start building the relationship on the app. Just do the initial phase of, okay, our energies match. There's some attraction there, and then go. Yeah, I like that. Go from there.
Yes. And then the third piece of advice I have is on your dating profile, two things. Have pictures that show your eyes. There's research done on this. When we're not showing our eyes, we're actually saying that we're not emotionally available. So you'll notice when you go, I think a lot of women can attest this, there'll be a lot of men who are looking away, they have sunglasses on, you can't see their eyes. Guess what? That is a sign of emotional unavailability. So your pictures need to show your eyes. Blake is like, let's go chase.
Yeah, I never considered that.
Yeah, and if you are emotionally unavailable, then by all means keep posting those sunglass pics so people know.
Got it.
So and then the other thing about the profile is talk a little bit about what you want in a fun way.
Ooh.
Make it fun. Like, I'm looking for my grocery store co-captain and my travel partner. Looking for someone to go to the gym with and the dog park, right? Like, I don't know, but be honest about what it is you value and the kind of partner that you're looking for. And if you're looking for fun, there's nothing wrong in that, but be upfront about it. Let people know what you're looking for upfront. Let them know.
I like this a lot. So so number 4 is talk about what you want. Be playful about it. Be fun. So even if you want kids and babies, what would you say? You just.
I mean, you can say you could say something like, ready to start the next chapter of my life, or
okay.
Yeah. Ready to be the cool parents with somebody.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right? Like, I don't know. You got to say something fun.
Gotcha.
Okay. Do you want to go over it? Let's go over the 4 tips, Blake. Let's make sure everybody got it.
I'm not joking. I mean, yes, I would support you just about anything you did, but this was really, really good. I'm very, very thankful you gave this advice, and I'm super happy to share it. Thank you, Ms. Drea. And so here are 4 tips for better dating on the dating apps. Number 1 is probably my favorite. Number 1 is get in the right energy or mindset when you open up that app. So if you go and open up that app to feed it, you're chilling on the couch just swiping, it's most likely not going to be the right energy. You need to really open yourself up to meeting someone, because that takes some, you got to actually like get to know, it's like a social thing. You're kind of going to the bar, you're going to an event in some ways, you're just doing it on this app, and being in that mindset of, hey, talk to us.
Think about this. When I am feeling good about myself and I know my worth and I have some clarity on my standards, I'm going to swipe right on people who match that. I'm intentionally matching my own value. If I'm like, I'm in my sweatpants, eating hot Cheetos, Netflix reruns, not feeling too great, the people that I swipe on are not going to match that best version of me. So it's part of that too.
So if we're doing like accountability buddy stuff on here, like we would just like agree, I could get someone to agree, okay, tonight, 30 minutes, both you and I we're giving it our all tonight on the dating apps. Like,
have fun with it. And no expectations, and just really thinking of it as that opportunity creation of like, okay, it's an opportunity. And it may be something great, it may not, but you get to intentionally respond to that opportunity and enjoy it.
Oh, hippie. Thank you. Okay, number 2, don't start building the relationship on the app. The app is a great way to meet someone, but that's about it. The whole point of the app is to get you to date one. Like if you are getting to date one, you're doing great. If you're, yeah. Ooh, what you got?
This is a cold brew with some almond milk.
Ooh.
But yeah, get off the app. Don't build a relationship on the app, because you build false expectations of who somebody is. You project onto them whoever you want them to be. It's not reality. So you need to get off the app so you can be in reality together and see if there really is a connection.
Question for you.
Okay.
Because I think one of the benefits, or one good thing that came out of quarantine, was the video first date. I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I really like that. I think it's like a cool thing of like like someone on the app, and then you go to a video FaceTime, and then do you think that is here to stay, or what's your thoughts on the video first date?
I love that question. I think it's great. I think it's going to stay on the table, and it's going to be up to the people who are doing the dating if that's something that they want to do. So if you enjoy that, thank you. And if you want to suggest it, by all means, offer it up as an invitation and see if the other person is interested. Yeah, I think it should stay as an option, and it should stay particularly for people who really want to pace slowly. Yeah.
Perfect.
It makes sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Tip number 3, show your eyes. So yeah, show your eyes, because eye shows that you're open.
Emotionally available.
Mm-hmm. Oh, emotionally available.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies.
And then number 4 is talk about what you want in a fun way. So be open and honest. If you're looking for love, be open and honest about it, but show off a side of like, hey, this dating thing is kind of, it's an interesting energy, and you want to have fun with it, and show that you're still being playful and having fun while still being so serious about your intent.
Yeah.
'Cause that's attractive.
It's different, because if I say I'm looking for my husband and the father of my 3 children, like that shows off an energy of like, I need it. Whereas I'm looking for my big spoon and my grocery store co-captain.
Yeah.
Right. Like very, very different energies in how that's communicated.
So good. Well, thank you everyone who's just coming in. Kat, I'm going to come to your question. I'd like to shout out one of our favorite former guests, Bart. We love you, man.
Yay, Bart.
All right. Let's see. Kat, who I have a lot of care for. She says, I'm 51 and never been, and I abuse in a relationship. I'm scared to get in one, and I'm taking care of my full time. What do I do? Do we need more clarity on that, or did you understand that, or?
Well, I think I can answer it from this place of, you have to be able to tune in to what your capacity is for a relationship. Only you know when you have the capacity. So here's what I will say though, is we never feel fully ready, like fully 100%. And you have to be willing to put yourself out there and acknowledge that some of the healing takes place in a relationship. There are corrective emotional experiences that take place in a relationship that you will not experience as a single person. So being willing to grow in a relationship and heal in a relationship.
Gotcha. Yeah. And then Winky 4 says, I'm 33 and I'm disabled. I'm scared of being in a relationship, but I know I want to be in one. Go you. You got this.
Yeah.
I know her. She's really sweet too. She's so nice.
Feel into your capacity. That's kind of what I was saying about like even being on that dating app. The same thing for dating. Feel into your energy. Make sure that you have the capacity and the space. And it may take some time for you to create that space in your life for dating. Because if you're not used to it, you haven't created the space for it. Just like a workout routine or a new class that you're studying for, but you have to make space for dating.
Did you see Bart's comment?
I didn't.
Oh, Bart. Oh, Bart.
Make space for it, but give yourself compassion as you're making space for dating. It takes time.
So true. Charm Charlie, hey. And again, if anyone, we'll keep going, we'll keep this free flowing, but if anyone wants to actually hop up in the guest box and ask a question, like, feel free to hop on up.
I know that guy wanted to.
I would love that. That's the OG of Love Quest right there.
It's so good to see so many people from the show, like Leia, obviously.
Yes.
Hippie. I mean, just so many people. That's awesome.
Yeah. We have a lot of amazing people here. So thank you guys so much. Okay. We are going to have our first multi-box experience.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Before I used to have to kick Dr. Morgan out when someone had a question in it. Like, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. Now we can actually live in person.
So I just wanted to say that really quick. But I did have a question for you, Dr. Morgan.
Yeah.
If you're talking with somebody and they give you signs of certain things that you feel like there's a connection, but then they kind of pull away from that, what do you do with that?
Ooh. So that's a really great question, and that can happen frequently. The thing you want to do is not make assumptions, because if we've had negative past experiences, we might think like, oh my gosh, this is about me, this is about something I did. We might take it personally. Don't do that. What you want to do is be self-compassionate, number one. So be kind to yourself, acknowledge, wow, this might feel kind of hard. I'm going to be kind to myself. And then number two, curiosity. Curiosity is your relationship superpower. You want to get curious about, okay, what's going on for them? So you say like, hey, I noticed you've been a little distant. Just want to check in with you. What's been going on, right? Like, just be curious.
Gotcha. It makes sense. Yeah. So I just, relationship in general is really, really weird, obviously. I came out of a 25-year relationship, so everything is pretty much brand new to me. And just trying to piece everything together now at my age is kind of like difficult, because you're so used to a certain way. But you slowly try and mentally prepare yourself.
Shogai, you're an incredible guy. You have such a big heart. One of the things for you is to remember that there are people out there who will love the way that you love. And sometimes it's about staying persistent and knowing that, hey, I need to connect with somebody who's going to love me the way that I want to be loved, and I'm going to give them that love in return. And just staying committed to that and knowing that it's available for you.
Yeah, very true. Very true. And that's the hard part too, because, like for me, I'm very vulnerable to certain things because, even though I've only been in one relationship my entire life for 25 years, I learned a lot from that, and you learn a lot of growth from being with somebody, and now being by myself. It kind of made me realize that there's a lot more things that I need to do for myself in order for me to start dating. So, I mean, when do people actually really know that they're mentally ready again? That's the hard part that I'm trying to get at, where, my mind is like, oh, I want to date, of course, but a part of me is kind of like saying, no, it's not ready yet. You're not ready for that, So there's like two sides that I don't know. Sometimes it gets confusing.
I would say part of it is checking in with your energy and what do you have capacity to give. And when you're more excited about it, so it's something you're excited about instead of, oh, I should do this, or it's time to do it. When you're like, hey, I'm actually excited, I'm curious, I want to meet people, right? That's when you're ready to get out there.
Very, very interesting. Is everybody taking notes? I hope everybody's taking
Yes.
notes. Right?
Seriously.
I mean,
Yeah. For those just coming
Yeah.
in, welcome to Love Quest. Dr. Morgan is a clinical psychologist, relationship coach. This is one of our great friends and OG of the show, Shy Guy.
Yes.
He's here as our first guest in Multibox, asking some questions, opening up his heart. So, Shy Guy, man, thank you so much for joining
absolutely.
Yeah. This is so
Absolutely.
fun. The multi-box feature. You're my first multi-box feature, Shy Guy. This is great.
That's awesome. I feel
Fun.
privileged right now. Like seriously, this is awesome. You guys do such a great show, and you guys have probably helped out a lot more people than you guys realize. You know what I mean? And that's a huge, it's a huge plus for you guys to be on the show, and you know, and getting people in here to be vulnerable and kind of giving them advice and kind of coaching them along the ways on certain degrees. You know, it's great. You guys are doing a great job, and I'm pretty sure probably majority of the people in this room can honestly say thank you for your guys' advice. You know, so you guys do a great job, really do. And by the way, I met this guy in real life, and this guy here is honestly just insanely wickedly awesome. He's like so upbeat, so nice, genuinely just really, really cool. And he's really, really tall, by the way, guys. He's like really tall.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
I met him in real life too, and I have some stories, but I'm not going to share them.
Nope.
We'll keep that on the down low, guys. Some of the stories I could say, I won't say either from the Vegas trip, but
I
overall.
bet. We'll compare notes, Shy Guy.
Yes, we'll compare those to each other, exactly. But no, I mean, I think, you know, relationship is something that will come in time. And for a lot of you that are lonely and stuff, just realize one thing. There's somebody out there for you, and just don't ever settle for anything. And that's the main thing that a lot of people really, really can't grasp, because they feel lonely and they feel like they need to just be with somebody. You guys got to really know what your own worth is. And if you guys want true happiness, then, you know, love, relationship, whatever it is going to take time. It is. It's not just going to be a automatic come in, oh, there she is, that's my dream girl. Like, no, that's not how it works. You know, in reality, that's never how it really works. You know, maybe 1 out of 100, somebody will actually feel that. You know, but most cases, you're going to want to get the person on a level. The best way that I could explain it is you want to get to know the person on a level that nobody else knows and nobody else understands. You know what I mean? And
I want to add to what you're saying, if I may.
Absolutely, please do.
This whole piece of it's better to have empty space in your life than to have space that's taken up by somebody that you're settling for.
Exactly.
It's better that your energy is so valuable, that space in your life is so valuable. It's better for it to be empty than to be taken up by someone who does not deserve your energy.
Exactly. And then the negative energy usually will consume you, and that's what usually leads to breakup and heartache, you know. And always remember too, I think in my opinion too, always, you know, we have a heart for a reason. We have feelings and everything for a reason. And, you know, of course, everybody knows that I do. I have a huge heart for everybody. But there's also times when you need to mentally block those hearts. Thank you, Bart. I appreciate it. You know, to not have the heartache that you've experienced in the past. So, you know, everything that you do experience and everything that you do learn, you have to really kind of take that with you and realize that, you know, life is life. You know, you guys will find people. It's just, it really is, you know, and there's going to be people that you're going to genuinely have a connection with. And those are the people that you want.
Yeah, and I want to add to that too, that a relationship is a multiplier. And so what I mean by that, a relationship cannot give you anything that you can't give yourself. So when you feel love, when you have love in your life, when you have joy, a relationship will multiply all of those amazing feelings. But if you have loneliness, emptiness, you feel sad, a relationship is also going to make all those feelings
True.
stronger.
No doubt more.
Yeah. So start with yourself and know a relationship can't give you anything that you can't give yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This lady's so wise, guys.
It's great to have you, man. Any final words before, thank you for being our first multi-guest guest on the multi-box. Any final words? Or
No, I just want to say this. Like, honestly, guys, your guys' show really does do a lot for a lot of people, and you guys are awesome people. Dr. Morgan here is straight on almost everything, and I follow her on IG, and a lot of the stuff that she posts is just really awesome. Honestly, really amazing, and just kind of really good to read and listen to a lot of her stuff. So make sure you guys do follow Dr. Morgan. I do, and a lot of the things she says is dear to heart. And she gives great advice. She really, really does. You know, it's all about self-worth. And if you guys can get that self-worth from here to the next level, that's when you're going to be happy. And then that's where you're going to find it's going to naturally come to you. You know what I mean? Love is going to naturally come to you. If you go out looking for love and looking for all the things that you're really, really wanting to, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, don't expect love if you're going to go meet people. You know what I mean? Just let it kind of grow gradually, naturally into a course to where you guys are both comfortable. And I think that's the main key is to that, you know, is a natural blooming relationship is going to really, really be the rock and foundation of any type of relationship out there, in my opinion. So
thank you so much.
Really,
we couldn't have asked for a better guest for our reunion show because you've been with us from the beginning. Thank you so much. And
you guys are awesome.
Everyone who follows on IG, it's Dr. Morgan Coaching. So thank you all. Appreciate you.
No problem, all right, guys.
Y'all favorite Shy Guy, true friend of the show. Great man right there.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
Yes, Box Experience. Thank you all so much for those just tuning in. Welcome to Love Quest. I'm Blake. This is Dr. Morgan. She's a clinical psychologist, a relationship coach. And, you know, we try to keep your head above water with our advice because we don't want you to sink and get overwhelmed.
Does Chris want to come on and we'll do a podcast episode? Continue?
There is a podcast episode, Chris, Dr. Morgan, and I think it's even on YouTube, all of us together as well. So all good stuff. Dr. Morgan, in these final, 10 minutes or so, what you want to do?
Well, so we had talked about maybe doing a role play.
Oh.
Do
people want to see a role play though?
Does anybody want to watch Blake and I do a role play? We were going to do first date conversation and what that looks like. Right, Blake?
All right. Are we?
Blake loves the role plays. Ah!
All right. So the scenario is we followed Dr. Morgan's advice. Tip number 2 of her dating app advice. We followed it. We've just surface level, in good ways. We found common bonds with music and maybe a little bit of fun. We share some common interests.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It has been a while since we role played.
So long. All right.
So fun.
Hey, nice to meet you, Dr. Morgan. You look exactly like your pictures.
Oh, Blakey Poo. You can call me Morgan.
Blakey Poo. Yeah, but anyways, it's so nice to finally meet you in person.
I know. I've been really looking forward to this and just excited to get to know you more. I'm so glad that we chose to go to Malibu Nobu in Malibu. Our favorite spot, my favorite spot.
So we're at Nobu for our first date? Okay. Well, yeah, I just thought it was a great place to get to know you and overlook the water. And yeah, I'm excited to learn more about you.
Just to clarify, it's lunch and
Okay.
we're chilling. It's lunchtime. Okay.
Yep.
On a Tuesday. Lunch Tuesday, first date. We're getting to know each other and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So Blake, I mean, obviously it's been the pandemic. It's been really hard to date and man, here we are. We're out. It feels good, right?
Feels so good. I just want to go crazy, but respectfully.
You're gonna eat all the wasabi.
Yeah. Totally. But no, I'm really excited. I'm excited. Like concerts are coming back. One of my favorite bands, Passion Pit, actually is having like a show coming up in the next couple of months. So I'm like excited to do that. I have a lot of really cool friends that like to go like rollerblading and
Oh
stuff. So I'm
wow.
excited to go out rollerblading with them. I feel like there's a lot of fun activities that yeah, I'm just excited to do again. And I'm curious from you, like, what are you most excited like to do with your friends now that things are opening back up?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm going to be spending time with family, and there's my birthday coming up, so I'll be having that in Miami with some friends, and yeah, lots of exciting things to look forward to. Um, I want to be honest with you though, during the pandemic, I got really clear on what I'm looking for and what I value in life and did a lot of reflection. And honestly, I'm really ready to meet that person that I want to build a long-term connection with. So I'm really putting energy into that and making space for it.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. Like, you are excited about that next chapter in your life. You're excited to, take that next step and yeah, have a family. That's awesome. I feel the same way.
Yeah, my multi-poo blue really needs a father.
Yeah, I love dogs as well.
I feel ready to build a relationship that's long term where I can travel with somebody, grow with
Yep.
somebody. And honestly, I spent a lot of time focusing on my career and I've just been much more clear that hey, I really value family and I really do want to build a family of my own.
I hear what you're saying. I feel so lucky. I have like the coolest family. My mom's like the cool mom who's super social. My dad's just like such a people person. And they raised me like so well. So yeah, I'm excited to take all their lessons and, just make
Yeah.
them proud and see what's next for me. And happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And Blake, like I know you were mentioning rollerblading and your
Yeah.
passion pit concerts and you're gonna go crazy. And I just wanted to check in with you. Are you also looking for a relationship? Nice.
Yeah. I, so and so I was listening. I have a really good friend, Dr. Morgan, and she does a podcast, and she was talking about how yeah, that you can do both. And so yeah, I am committed to looking for a long-term a relationship that blooms into something, very very special. But at the same time, I'm a social person. I love to go out. I love to have fun, and I'm excited to bring that energy back to the world. But I also, at the same time, like I'm not looking to go to the concert and like go crazy in any other way than just like enjoy the music and maybe hug my friends because now I can hug them again.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Well, I think friendship is so important. And honestly, I think even when you are in a serious relationship, you need to make sure that you have time for your friends and you have time for fun and that you can do things on your own. So I totally get that. And it's just good to hear that you're open to something more serious if that does develop. So cool.
Absolutely. And I cannot wait for Miami because, yeah, I'm going to bring my boys to come meet you.
Oh, let's do it. Get jiggy with
And scene.
it.
I'm not joking though. We need to unpack this, please, because this was I'm so curious. so you need to talk to us because this was a first date, and I
Yeah.
thought we previously talked about first date is great for getting to know similar interests, similar
I know.
core. No, but I'm curious if maybe you've kind of shifted that in some way, in that it's good on a first date to get that, but also to make sure you guys are at least on somewhat of the same page too, to kind of like check in on that. Like, I actually think that's good, but talk to us.
Totally. So, and here's the deal. Since we just always have it at Nobu, I just went to Nobu. But honestly, we'd want to be like at a coffee shop, right?
Okay.
So just clarifying that. And so basically, the way I think about it, you want to make sure that you're kind of generally looking for the same thing.
Yeah.
And you want to do that on the first date. But here's the deal. It's like you want to know, like, okay, are you in the same chapter? You don't have to get specific to like the exact same page, but are you in the same chapter? Like, are you generally both open for something more serious? Are you both looking for fun? Or, where are you both at? You want to do that on the first date.
Okay. I like that. That is a huge clarification to me. That's awesome. Okay.
So, and I know Leia says I don't want to scare them with kids though, but honestly, you owe it to yourself to share who you are, to be authentic about who you are, and also honor though, if it feels too vulnerable or it feels like too much to share, you can let the person earn your vulnerability a bit more. So it's this balance. I can't give you a set protocol.
Yeah.
But we can give you guiding principles. And honestly, the sooner you're authentic about who you are and what you're looking for, the more data you're going to gather about, is this person right for me? Should I invest my energy? So you save yourself time, but you also need to make sure that they've earned that vulnerability a bit, that you feel safe with them, that you can share and they listen and they validate and they can hold space. There's some people that you go on a first date, you're not even going to talk to them about what you want because you don't want anything with them, right? So you have to feel it out and let people earn your vulnerability.
So true.
Yeah.
I can't believe we did. We are at 2:55. We did it. The return.
The reunion.
The reunion. We brought Shy Guy up. Amazing show. I just want to quickly recap since we're going to be ending this probably right on time. But we talked about having some self-awareness, self-knowledge of what you're looking for, being clear on that. And if you're not clear, no worries. Spending the time to really connect within yourself of what you're looking for and everything like that. Mm-hmm. Even as, maybe you pull a little Blake, you get out there, you're socializing, you're having fun. They can still, it doesn't mean you have to lose track of, hey, if I want a serious relationship, that's very important to me, while also socializing and having a good time. And we talked about tips. I love them for using dating apps, staying in the right energy as you use them, building the relationship off the app, just using the app as a great tool to meet someone, and showing your eyes and talking about what you want in a fun way. So really good stuff.
This is so good, Blake. This was so much fun. Oh my God.
I love spending time with you.
It's such an honor to get to do this show with you. And I just always appreciate the community that you have and all the amazing people that you've built relationships with, and the fact that I get to come in and be part of this world and, support people. It's just so much fun. I so appreciate you.
I appreciate you. And for those who are looking to stay in touch, they're like, I love Dr. Morgan's advice. She's the truth. How can they continue to get more Dr. Morgan in their lives?
So Instagram is the best way. Post on there every day. So it's Dr. Morgan Coaching on IG. And then also the podcast, which I saw Leah posted. Thank you so much, Leah. It's Let's Get Vulnerable, 2 episodes a week, every week. There are episodes on there with Blake. There's an episode with Blake and Chris Casper, which a lot of people love. So make sure you check out the podcast. It's super fun. Thanks, Leah. Yeah, those are the best ways.
Yeah, and then also she doesn't talk about it too much, but if you're looking to potentially work personally with Dr. Morgan, she does have a course that she does. So yeah, you can also check that out. If someone was interested, could they find out more detail on Instagram or? Okay.
Go to Instagram for that. The link is
Yeah.
in my bio, the ESL program. So it's right now, Shy Guy, it is for women. However, we've talked about opening up a men's course. But yes, so that's the best place to find out about that is on Instagram. And I will say for June, we are doing a discounted rate because it's the Secure Summer discount. So the hot Secure Summer. So we are doing 10% off for the month of June. So if you've thought about it, so be a good time to look into it. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I'm so thankful to be sharing the stage again with you. Dr. Morgan is an amazing person in person, and she just has great advice, and I appreciate you so much.
So let's do this again next week if we can.
We will let you guys know the next time.
Yes. All right. Thank you all. It's so good to see you all again. I'm so glad to be back. And thank you so much, Blake. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, Dr. Morgan.
Bye.
The one, the only. That's the show. Thank you guys so much for coming. So much love in my heart. Appreciate all the people who are so active in the chat. Thank you guys. Thank you, the hippie, the Leias, Mafia. Thank you so much, Boss Lady, Kitchen, Miss Drea. I can't thank you guys enough for the support and the love and everything. It means the world. Kitchen, thank you. Kim Possible, anyone else who is here. Gentle, thank you. Nicole, Bart, I saw your comments, bro. You had me dying. It's not fair. I had to try to keep it together. Kat Bella, thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing. It really means the world, and I'm so thankful to be surrounded by so many incredible, kind, sweet, caring, loving people. And Dr. Morgan is so the truth. I promise you, she's the truth. She gives amazing advice, boss. And you're a star. And we will be back. I'm not sure about next week. We will let you know. I may have a prior engagement. I need to figure that out. But yeah, I really hope to continue Love Quest because I just love shit. So thank you again so much. Hey, thank you, Peak Levels. Great guy right there. Take care, be kind to others, and we will see you guys soon. That is Love Quest coming back right now.